got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. And it flows like a river, it flows like a river, it flows like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. And it flows like a fountain, it flows like a fountain, it flows like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like the ocean, I've got love like the ocean, I've got love like the ocean in my soul. And it flows like the ocean, it flows like the ocean, it flows like the ocean in my soul. Sim shalom tova tova uvracha, chen chesed uvrachamim. Sim shalom tova tova uvracha, chen chesed uvrachamim. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. And it flows like a river, it flows like a river, it flows like a river in my soul.
That's cool.
I'm just rolling it. I think it's on.
Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu במצוותיו וציוונו לעשות בדברי תורה, לעשות בדברי תורה. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu במצוותיו וציוונו לעשות בדברי תורה, לעשות בדברי תורה. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues of Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues of Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues of Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. עבדו את השם בשמחה. עבדו את השם בשמחה. השם הוא האלוקים, הוא עשה יבדו את השם בשמחה, יבדו את השם בשמחה. השם הוא האלוקים, הוא עשנו ולא אנחנו, כי השם הוא האלוקים. עבדו את השם בשמחה, תבואו לפניו.
Shabbat Shalom. It's good to have you with us, and welcome to those of you right here in the sanctuary, and welcome to those of you who are gathered with us on Zoom. It's good to be with you and to bring in Shabbat together. We're going to start with some songs to get us warmed up.
We are all together, we are all together, we are all together, we may not close. Try that all together. We are all together, we are all together, we We are all together in a motto. Behold how good and precious it is when we are here, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, bringing close all we hold dear. We are brothers, we are sisters, we're all that we have got. Ine matovu manayi shevet achim gam yachad. We are all together, we are all together, we are all together. Ine matov. Behold how good and precious it is when we seek peace, when we open up our table and let each one take a seat. We are stronger when united, one people under one God. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. We are all together, we are all together, we are all together. Hine matov. We are all together, we are all together, we are all together in a motto. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shabbat shalom, Shabbat Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom to you and all my friends. Shabbat candles are burning bright, Shabbat candles burning bright, Shabbat candles are burning bright. Let us know it's Friday night. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom to you and all my friends. Shabbat challah is good to eat, Shabbat challah so good to eat, Shabbat challah it's good to eat. It's special Shabbat treat. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom to you and all my friends. Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. Shabbat day, my favorite day. Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. It's the day I get to say Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom to you and all my friends.
Shabbat shalom, friends.
Shabbat shalom, Rabbi.
Good to see you. And for those of you who are with us online, good to see you as well. Good to be with you. We are going to kindle our Shabbat lights. The blessing over the Shabbat candles is on page 6, if you'd like to look at that in the book. And I'll invite you to stand up. We'll make 3 circles, 1 circle for ourselves, 1 circle for our family, 1 circle for all the people in the world, and we join in our blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlikneh shel Shabbat.
You can be seated. We continue with Lecha Dodi. We greet Shabbat, and the words are on page 8, and we add to the words that are there the words Shabbat Shalom Umevorach as we wish each other a Shabbat of peace and of blessing.
Lecha Dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nehekapela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nehekapela. Shabbat Shalom, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nehekapela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nehekapela.
Page 20, page 18, we'll find Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. It's a call to come together. It's a call to be in community. So I'll invite you to rise. And page 18.
Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach, Hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
We're going to skip ahead in our books to pages 28 and 29 as we sing the words of Shema Yisrael, that through the Holy One who is one, everything in the world is connected.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, לעולם ועד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
You can be seated. Turn to page 32. Actually, I'm going to read from 33 first, and then we'll be at 32. We remember when we were slaves in Egypt. We remember when the Egyptians forced us to work from sunrise to sunset. We remember when our bellies growled because there was no food to eat. We remember when all we wanted was a cool drink of water. We remember when we had no blankets and shivered in the night. We remember crossing into safety and breathing the air of freedom. We remember dancing with joy and singing our song of thanks. And we remember because we promise, and because we remember, we promise this day to feed the hungry, to bring water to the thirsty, to give clothes to the needy, and to reach out our hands and bring the whole world into our freedom dance. Micha Mocha 32.
מי כמוך, חיילים אדוני, מי כמוך, נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, עושה פלא. מי כמוך, חיילים אדוני, מי כמוך, נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, עושה פלא. מלכותך ראו בניך, חוקי לפני משה ומרים. זה אלי אנו. ואמרו אדוני, ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך, חיילים אדוני, מי כמוך, נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, עושה פלא. נורא תהילות, עושה פלא. נורא תהילות, עושה פלא.
We turn to page 38 as we get ready for our Amidah prayer. We ask God to open our mouths so that we can pray with all our hearts, and then after that, we will have our prayer that connects us to all the people who have come before us, our Avofi Imahot prayer that connects us to our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-great-great-grandparents, all the way back to Abraham and to Sarah. So I'll ask you to rise if you're able to do so. Page 38.
Adonai, 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 Nasatai Tifta, Adonai, Ufli Yagid, Ufli Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my mouth. Ananana, so that I may pray. Ananana, to you with all my heart. Ananana, Adonai. Ananana, satai titan. Ananana, ufiyagi. Ufiyagi tehilatecha.
40.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah.
We're going to join in singing our Torah song. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It's not in the book, but we'll sing it anyway, and we'll carry the Torah around, and everybody has a chance who's here to reach out and to touch it. So it is a tree of life.
Eitz Chaim hi lemachaziki ba betomcheha meoshar. Eitz Chaim hi lemachaziki ba betomcheha meoshar. Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it. All of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it. All who embrace it are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
You can sit down. Well, Shabbat Shalom. So once there was a queen, and this queen had lots of things that had been passed down to her through the years, special things that had been passed down through the family, ledor vador, from generation to generation. And one of the things that had been passed down for so many years was a special red ruby, a special red stone. And it was special to her because it had been everybody, as long as anybody could remember, her family had it. And when she would look at it on times that maybe she was feeling a little lonely, then she wouldn't feel so lonely. She would feel connected to all of those other people who came before her. But one day, when she took it out to look at it, it had a big scratch in it. And she didn't know what to do. Made her really sad. She wasn't sure where the scratch had come from. Maybe last time she had it out, she played with it a little too roughly. She wasn't sure. But she called the fix-it people from all around the kingdom, and they all came and they looked at it, and each of them said, "We're very sorry, Your Majesty, but the scratch is too deep. There's nothing we can do to get it out." Then about a week later, there was a knock on the palace door. One of the queen's helpers came to the door and opened the door. It was a little bit squeaky, a little squeaky door. Opened the door, and there was a little boy standing outside the door. And the boy said, "Your Majesty, I heard about your ruby, and I am here to make it even more beautiful than it was before." The queen thought to herself, I kind of doubt that. I mean, I've had the greatest fix-it people from around the kingdom look at this, and they all say they can't fix it. But what do I have to lose? So she gave the boy the ruby, and the boy said, "I'll be back, I promise, in 1 week. You'll see, you'll see." And a week passed, and the queen had almost forgotten about it. And there was another knock on the palace door. The same helper went and opened the door. And there was the boy. And they went and they got the queen, and the queen came down, and the boy said, "Your Majesty, I have your ruby for you." And right away the queen said, "Did you get the scratch out?" And the queen said, and the boy said, "No, the scratch is still there." And the queen said, "I knew it." And the boy said, "Well, I never promised I would get the scratch out. I just told you I would make it as beautiful or more beautiful than it was before. Please take a look, take a look." And so they did. The queen took a look at the ruby, and she saw that the scratch was still there, but it was now the stem of a beautiful rose, that the petals and the head of the rose had been carved into the ruby. And the queen looked at it and she said, "It is truly even more beautiful than it was before." And she was very happy. Shabbat Shalom.
I got that Shabbat feeling up in my roach, up in my roach, up in my roach. I got that Shabbat feeling up in my roach to stay. I got that Shabbat feeling down in my rig line, down in my rig line. Down in my rig line, I got that Shabbat feeling. Down in my rig line, down in my rig line to stay. I got that Shabbat feeling. Deep in my left, my heart, deep in my left, deep in my left. I got that Shabbat feeling. Deep in my left to stay. I got that Shabbat feeling. Bichol Gufi, I got it. Bichol Gufi, all over my body. Got that Shabbat feeling. Bichol Gufi today. I got that Shabbat feeling all over me. I got it all over me. All over me. I got that Shabbat feeling all over me. All over me to stay. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Just a few quick announcements. First, I always like to remind people to check your Thursday congregational emails each week for important upcoming events and news. And if you don't get it, the Thursday email, then please call the office or let us know that you don't get it so that we can make sure that you do get it. And keep an eye out for a High Holy Day packet that will come out soon with information on all the information you need for our High Holy Days, our opportunity to be together in person for the first time since 2019 for our High Holy Days. And of course, there still will be a virtual option for people who are more comfortable joining us online. So that will be an option as well. So whatever, keep an eye out for those things and anything else that you might want or need. And anything else you want to announce?
Only about say anything about JCS registration.
Oh, for those of you who have school-aged kids, kindergarten through 9th grade, you should have received registration from JCS, links for registration. If not, send either me or Beth in the office an email, and we'll send it to JCS. They came from Beth Myers at TBEH, Temple Emmanuel Beverly Hills .org. So check it, but if you didn't, please let us know because we want to make sure you get them and that you can register. What? Or from Karen Porper, maybe. Okay. So I know they came out, the link was wrong the first time, she sent a correction, but there are a few people, they've checked their spam who haven't gotten it at all, so please let us know, and we will make sure you get it because we do want to be able to get that taken care of for everybody. So. Yeah, thanks, Cantor Paul, for that. We're going to close with family blessings, so you can gather close to the ones you're with. If you're at home, gather close with those you're with there.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you with good and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God be with you and be kind to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom shalom.
May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace.
Amen.
For those of you at home, we say Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being with us. For those of you here, we're going to join. You can go through the center door right here into the social hall. And we have a little kiddush and motzi. And, well, it's always the second. So, and we're back in person again here on the second Shabbat of September.
And last week we have an outdoor service. You can join us for that too.
All right, let's move next door. Shabbat